What's going on, guys? Today I got you guys a video going over the Modern Warfare 3 beta, the best graphics settings for controller and mouse. So let's just dive right into it and get you guys the information that you need. So first, we're going to hop into keyboard and mouse. I'll section out for chapters. I'm gonna do keyboard. I'm gonna go through all the settings. I'll put them all in the chapters so you guys can check it out real quick. I'm just gonna rapid fire this. For my mouse, I do a 5 sensitivity. I lower my ADS sensitivity multiplier down to 0.75. So basically, anytime I have ADS, it will be easier to lock on the people because it won't be flying around as much. ADS sensitivity multiplier, keep that at 1. You don't want to really change that. Relative makes it basically stays to like your FOV and your monitor more. It's a lot better than legacy. It makes you like fly around a lot faster. Relative makes it feel a little bit more proper. Monitor distance, you want to do this one at either 0 or 1. You don't want it to be off base at that. While we're on topic of this, you're going to want to also do for mouse settings, you're going to want to come in here, additional mouse settings, and make sure that you are on even right here, and you have enhanced pointer precision off. So those are two big things you're going to want to make sure you're doing. Custom sensitivity per zoom, you can do this if you like it. I hate it. It makes me aim really awfully and it doesn't work very well. So I would keep that as off, and then I wouldn't touch anything else over here. Keybinds, keybinds. I have a mouse, and my mouse I do the front one I do prone and dive, and the background I do crouch and slide. So that's kind of all I do for those two. I'm trying to move those off of my mouse onto my keyboard, but it's a hard transition, especially when I'm playing controller a little bit more than I used to. Basically, nothing's really that different, I don't think, besides for that. For normal stuff, I do a scroll wheel for switching weapons, and nothing else. Scoreboard tab, map caps, and there's nothing really too crazy here. Over to the gameplay, crouch behavior, you want to toggle that. Prone, you want to toggle that. Sprint, you want to toggle all of these three. Automatic sprint, I hate automatic sprint. If you use automatic sprint, I would try to get away from it. But I would do single tap to sprint most of the time. I mean, single tap to, I usually don't run, so I just like to single tap to sprint. It just affects your ADS time a little bit. If you're tactical sprinting, your ADS time is going to be less than if you're just normally running. So I mean, there are pros and cons to both. But walk behavior I have is hold. And then airborne mantle, you want to have this off, and you want to have ground mantle off. Basically, having these like this, it makes it so you control when you mantle, and then the game's not like randomly mantling for you. So that can be a big difference in many gunfights. Ledge behavior, you want that to be mantle only. Movement based means you're once again relying on the game. Slide and dive activation, I do independent, so basically that means that this right here is dive and this is slide. So it just changes. It's not all on one button, it's on separate buttons. For movement, I do interact behavior as press. I don't do hold or anything like that. Walk speed, I have it as fast. Plunging, you want this to be free. You do not want it to be trigger. Free means you are free to roam, and it does take a little more skill sometimes, but you're able to pop out of water and stuff. This applies to Modern Warfare 2, really. Sprinting, door bash, you want that on. This should be all base. In the sights behavior, hold. You want sprint tactical, sprint focus, that's the top setting right there. Equipment, you want to do hold, weapon mount activation, toggle. All this other stuff should be pretty basic. I turned off the TAC ADS activation. Tactical behavior release is the easiest one. Basically, that means is once if you somehow put yourself into tactical ADS, which is when you go sideways like that, basically what it will do is it will reset and it will be back to normal for the next time you ADS. I find that to be a lot easier. Quick C4 detonation, we have that as grouped, and I believe all of this stuff is pretty base as well. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary right there. Sprint cancels reload. Yeah, that's where sprint cancels reload. All this stuff is pretty base down here. This is where your pings are. Yeah, pretty base right there. Going over to controller settings, we're going to pop in here, and these could be different based on what controller you have. I have this aim controller, and this basically what this controller does is the two panels in the back. So I have these, but I don't map these. I literally just kind of changed the game around to match what I wanted. So I changed like melee to B instead of what it was, just because it matched what was back here. It was a quick fix, really quick, easy way to get me going. I could probably use like DS4 to make it a little bit better later, but for now, this is what I run. I need to change my slide, I think, a little bit because my slide's messed up. My slide is right here, so I need to change it. I need to get out of the habit. It's a bad habit. I started using my aiming stuff. I do it here too. I aim and I snake and I slide with my mouse. It's just not a good thing. But basically, you want to make sure your controller settings are the way you want it. You can change, tact between different layouts. Legacy, if you use if you claw, if you southpaw, there's all different options in here. All that stuff. Controller vibration, turn that off, please. Do not have that on. And dead zones, this is actually really cool. So basically, look at this. Here you go. Here's a test stick for dead zones, and you can see I'm moving my thing left, and you can see it goes. So basically, with this, once I hit here, I'm maxed out. And so once I hit, basically you can see once I hit like here, I'm maxed out. And over here, it's not so much just my aiming one, so it gives me a little bit more precision on aim. But you can see my dead zone for the aim is a little bit off. Maybe it does say my dead zones are actually perfect on my right stick, so maybe I don't need that as high. Maybe I can just do like a 3 or something and get away with it. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But that's how you can test your dead zones. You used to have to like actually go out and like really do like a lot of like stuff. Look at that. It goes 25% off rip for some. It's kind of weird. You can see it kind of just like I touch it a bit and it goes all the way up. It's kind of weird. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Right stick min. That's what it's supposed to be, right? Yeah. If we go 0, what's it do then? That might be a DS4 setting actually. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna go into DS4 or anything because I'm on PC, so I kind of have to use DS4 to make it actually work properly. But yeah, that doesn't look right. I'm gonna go back to 3. Aiming, I'm on 8.8. I recommend you guys find the proper sensitivity for you, and then I do ADS sensitivity multiplier as half. So basically, every time I ADS, my sensitivity is cut in half, so it feels like I'm on 4.4. Then technically, I do not change any of this. Oh my god, where are we going? I am running tactical stance sensitivity multiplier as 0. I don't like running. I have tac stance sensitivity on a 1. I don't like using tac. I don't like using it at all, so I just don't use it. I'm running the same thing for Modern Warfare 2. I'm running the same thing for the beta as I run in Modern Warfare 2. A dynamic aim response curve with default aim assist type. I don't see a reason to switch anything right now. I think it's pretty sticky for me, honestly. So I do instant here as well, just instantly change it. So I'm like, my crosshairs on, I got on like an area that I want, and I ADS, I'm already locked in that area. Now I'm making small tweaks in the area when I'm aiming actually. Motion sense behavior, I haven't seen anything about this yet. I don't even know if I don't know if this is even in the old game, so I'm not gonna touch it yet. I'll wait for it till I see a TikTok about it to actually change it. Automatic sprint, I have this. These are all the same settings as before, basically, but I'll go over them because you might have skipped over the mouse and keyboard. Automatic sprint off. Sprint tactical sprint behavior toggle. Auto move forward is off because why would you want to auto move forward? That's weird. Sprint tactical behavior single tap run. Off, off, off. You don't want to be mantling things that you don't want to be mantling. Invert slide and dive behavior standard. So you tap to slide and hold to dive. That's better for this game. The other game, like Modern Warfare 2, it actually was a little better to hold the slide and tap to dive, I felt, because I use dive more than I use slide. I'd be like diving around corners and stuff. But in here, you want to do free for plunging underwater. It's not really in this game, so don't probably need it unless you're like getting deep in the state and down on like the river or something. I don't know if you can swim down. It'd be really cool if you could swim down there. Be like a little fishy down there, like okay. And down sight behavior, hold, change, zoom. Yeah, these are all basically default. Weapon mount activation, default, turn, yep, off, and you want to release ADS. This is I don't want to use tac ADS. I don't want to use any of that, so that's why I just do that. ADS stick swap, I just have it off. I don't need a stick swap. Grouped for quick C4 detonation. And all the rest of the stuff's pretty basic. We'll go on to the graphic settings now, guys, and these are probably the most important. This is where it's going to gain you the FPS that you need to play the game and at least what your monitor's refresh rate is. So I have a 1440p monitor at 144 refresh rate, so I run full screen exclusive with my monitor right here. Make sure your display adapter is actually your display adapter, which is your graphics card. Make sure you auto set this to not auto, and you set it to 144. Set it to your proper resolution that you want to play in. Set your, I don't know why that changes. Maybe I just stays automatic. I definitely set that to 69. Automatic though, it's going to take whatever your screen is. It just sets it up for your resolutions that you'll have right here. VSync off. If you get a lot of screen tearing, it might be worth trying to run, but it's going to create input lag. It says it right there, actually. Yeah, I think avoids screen tearing problems, but induces some input lag. You don't want input lag. I'll take screen tearing, honestly. Custom frame rates. I don't know what I have here, honestly. It's from the old game. Yeah, that's fine. You can do actually 145 for that, because display gamma, you're supposed to run RGB. Brightness, you basically want to tweak this until you get to the spot where you can barely see the middle one, and you get the far one, and you can easily see the right one. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Focus mode, we don't run focus mode here. We're not very focused actually. Quality presets, I just put recommended, but then I change it, so it doesn't really matter. Render resolution, you want this at 100. You don't want to tweak that at all. And look down here in the bottom right, you will see right there. You will see how it has the estimated VRAM usage right here, and this is the most important part about like this whole thing, because you want to make sure you're not using all your VRAM, and you want to make sure you have some left over, and you also don't want to use too much. So it's like, yeah, you have it, but it doesn't mean you have to use it necessarily. Fidelity Cast is the best. Well, I have an AMD card, so I use Fidelity Cast. I think you can use it with NVIDIA as well. I think I see a lot of people doing that. This makes the game look really nice because you can do a lot of scaling strength. Here I keep it at 50 for the standard, but you can go all the way up to 100. This is how you get the game to look more in 4K than it really is. Right here I do SMAA I do Filmic SMAA because it's better, and it actually it makes the game, it's not a big difference on your graphics card, and it makes the game, yeah, it says vision right there, it makes the game look a lot better. I'm actually gonna put that at ultra because this helps us seeing players a lot better, and that's something that is, you know, it's worth a few frames possibly. VRAM scam rate, that's wild. Okay. VRAM scale target, you see how down here we have it as the max set right here. You don't want to max this out. You want to make sure that this number right here is actually nearing your max. You don't want to be over it, obviously. You don't want to be using more than you're allowing, but you don't want it to be like using 12 gigabytes over here, or 12,000 megabytes, same number. And you're using this much VRAM. That's not good for it. It's cycling through too much, and it actually will cause some issues later on in the game. Texture resolution, I'm actually gonna bump this up because I have a little bit more room to play with. But remember, all these settings should be the low. There are some settings that can help with visibility in game, and that can help a lot. So I'll be going over some of those, I think, when we get to them. This one is one you can definitely use to get better vision in the game. I'll bump that up as well. Detail quality level, I have that as normal because you see right there the GPU and the VRAM the effect on it is low, so it's not really going to be affecting me that much. Particle resolution, I have it high because this one is the quality of lighting applied to effects and display thresholds of various components within a particle. Basically, this one will allow you to see a lot better and stuff. Bold impacts, you want to see bold impacts. Persistent effects, I mean, this is something you probably want to see. Shaders are not that important to the game. I hate to break it to you. If you have like a 4080, turn them on, I guess, but no, low is fine. Low is fine for us. Local texture streaming, I thought this should be normal, but somebody showed me a setting that it should be off, so I'm gonna keep it off. Shadow quality, I'm sorry guys, this is one again. You just don't need it. You just don't need it. Screen space, shadow, select level of shadow detail for local services. You don't need it. You don't need it. This one again, you don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Tessellation, select the range of subdivisions that receive increasing geometry to improve rendering quality. You don't need it. Terrain, memory, volumetric quality, select the lighting. We can actually turn that probably to medium. That one can definitely help out a lot. Physics quality, quality of water. We don't need water quality. That's it, guys. That's it right there. That's the best settings you can run for this game right now, honestly. So going into view, I have a 105 FOV. This is pretty basic for a lot of CDL pros. People will change it. I think I saw Doug Sensor running 95, and I went, but you don't want. I would not run. Was it 120? Man, dude, that thing hurts. It's hard to even hit a shot like that. I run effective because basically independent zooms you in for basically you get zoomed in with independent when you EDS. Effective keeps you far back. I like seeing around me a little bit more, and it definitely helps. It reduces visual recoil a lot, so it's really good. Wide, just run it. Turn off motion blur, turn off weapon motion blur, turn your grain all the way off. You don't want that movement, turn that thing all the way down. Helmet camera for spectating, game perspective, and inverted flashbang. Please run this, it'll save your eyes. You won't be blind by 35. That was the cat. The cat said it's time for the video to be over, so hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Okay, wait, I gotta go over this real quick. Headphones, bass boost, default system. Chill, wait. I'll be with you in a second, okay? Wait your turn. Default system device, that's what I run. I run stereo, don't run anything else. Last words, voice chat. I turn this off because I don't want them hearing me rage because I get mad. I get mad. Default open mic because I like talking. Test microphone, you can hear yourself. Back. I need to really set my mixer up. Okay. And mono off, make sure that's not on. So basically you get flashbanged, it's a more of a dull, it's not like that like smacking noise. Makes it a lot better. Classic or modern warfare. I run classic hit marker effects. I like them. Going into interface here, subtitles all off, all this stuff doesn't matter. Here, right here, boom, boom, boom. I run this. I run yellow, green, blue, red, white, and orange. This is kind of what I do. I like this a lot better. I like green being my team and blue being the party, and then that color for some reason. The enemy, I do make these a little bit like more defined, but this is what I do. Neutral, obviously white, and then contested is orange. Color filter 2, and then I pop that thing all the way up, make the game look pretty. Actually, you want a square mini map, and you want it to rotate, and you also want your horizontal compass on. Crosshairs, I run the center dot, so you can turn center dot on right here. Damage based hit markers, I love seeing when I hit a headshot. Yeah, I do love that. Player names abbreviated. I need to see a name, but I don't need to see a big name. In-game text chat, we keep that on. We like to see people getting mad. The way this game works, man, you can really use it. All this other stuff's pretty basic. You can just kind of choose on what you want. You can kind of choose some of the stuff that you want on. You can kind of choose some of those things based on just personal preference and stuff. But hope you guys have all enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below if you did learn something. Share it with a friend. I guarantee somebody else can benefit from this video. We went over FPS boosting settings, and we went over controller and mouse settings. I'm not picking my keyboard and mouse settings. So hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe, and hope you guys all have fun with the MW3 beta. Peace out, guys.